Where does my voice go? And why can't I remember some of the scripts that I've read? More often than not, I have no idea where anything I voice might eventually end up. Which sounds odd, I guess, considering that usually, at the very least, there's the name of the client, product, or service on the script somewhere, but not always, and maybe dates, times, places, a catchphrase, strapline, ident, etc. And I've more than likely had correspondence with whoever's wanting me to voice the script, so I know how to cost the project with respect to broadcast and usage. This isn't always the case, though. There have been a number of occasions when someone said, "Hey, is that you on the so-and-so ad, doco thing I saw online?" And I'll go and check it out and find out whether it is or isn't me. And then I have to try to remember if, when I voiced it, and see if that's where it should be running. You see, this little voiceover has almost no memory when it comes to scripts, which doesn't necessarily come with the territory of being a voiceover. It's just that, for me, once I've voiced a script, even a really interesting, well-written, entertaining, or super informative one, what I call my brain has to then make room for the next one, even if I don't have another script to read until the following day. This frees up my vocal abilities to be completely focused on and dedicated to the next client, requiring me to voice their radio or TV commercial, documentary, narrative, explainer, e-learning modules, on-hold message, or whatever script, and give 100%. This means that, short of looking through any scripts I've voiced over, say, a month or so, I really can't remember off the top of my head anything I voiced from even the previous day. It's also the reason I never potentially went into acting. All those lines of dialogue, plus the moving around on stage, not to mention hitting your mark, where to look, and I digress, which is another occupational hazard when you use your voice for a living. At this point you might well be saying, so how does Greg know where his voice goes then? And there you have it. I don't fully know where a reasonable percentage of voiceovers I provide to clients around the world actually end up. But I mostly do know where they're intended to be broadcast or used, from the UK and across most of Europe, Africa, into the Middle East, parts of Asia, down through and on to the Antipodes, and occasionally Canada and the US of A. That's a whole lot of world. As far as where this vocal box can be heard in terms of which TV or radio station, cinema, online platform, on-hold system, aeroplane, bus, train, museum, guide, message system, YouTube, or network of any kind, I'm waiting for someone to invent a search engine, so voiceovers like me can enter their name or some kind of ident or tag and find out just where their vocals end up. It would certainly be interesting, to say the least. Comments welcome on a postcard.